Alright, so welcome back to my channel, you guys. Want to go ahead and do my summer must-have videos. These are other products I feel like when it comes to summer, you guys, I always go ahead and use these because they're just perfect if you want to be glowy and whatnot. And honestly, some of these products I use throughout the year, but when it comes to summer, you guys, I always pull this out because it just works for me. So with that being said, you guys want to go ahead and see what these products are, then go ahead and keep on watching. So the first two I do have are primers, and the first one is the Kit & Austin Prime and Protect Mattifying Primer. You guys have seen this on my channel like a million times at this point, but the reason why I talk about this is because it does have SPF 50 in it, which is also sunscreen. So when it comes to the summer, you can go ahead and use a primer and also a sunscreen in one, and I think that's just really good. And the price of this is about $54, which is a lot of money, but at the same time you are getting two products in one. But the main reason why I love it is because it does keep me a little bit matte throughout the day, so I always use it throughout the year. But y'all, like when it comes to sunscreen and primer, if you're looking for a 2-in-1 product, this is a really good one. And the next one I do have is the Melanie Mills Hollywood Gleam Body Radiance, and with this, y'all, you can use all over your body and whatnot, but I do use it on my face in the summer because it is very glowy, and I do have it in the shade Peach Deluxe. So let me show y'all what this looks like on the skin. It's a very nice like body radiance, you guys, because it's so glowy, but it doesn't feel greasy on the skin at all. It just feels really nice, and once you put it on your face and put your foundation concealer on top, y'all, like you will just be glowing all day. So I really love these two. I always go ahead and use it in the summer, and it's just really good on the face. Now the next product I do have is a beauty elixir, and it's supposed to give you a smoothing, glowing complexion. This is supposed to be like a toner or like a skincare product, but honestly I use it as a setting spray because once I put it on my face, you guys, I am just glowing. So with that being said, once I spray it on my skin, hopefully y'all can see it on camera, but my skin just looks really nice and glowy once it dries. And if you're oily, make sure you don't put too much, because the first time I used this, y'all, I sprayed it all over my face and I look really glowy and nice. But with oily skin, you know, in a little bit, it looks a little bit too like, you know, greasy and whatnot. But once it sets on the skin, I just love the way it looks, and it also tones your skin a little bit and makes your pores look a little bit smaller. So I always use this, and it's really funny because I've seen a lot of makeup artists and people use this on their channel, and I never knew what it did. I was just like, what is that spray? But once I finally tried it out, I knew what the hype was about. So this is really good. So when it comes to the summertime, you guys, I love an orangey blush on my skin. I just think it's so pretty. Of course, you can wear blush throughout the year, but when it comes to the summertime, you guys, I always wear an orange blush. I just think it's pretty on my skin. So with that being said, I do have the Makeup Forever blush, and I think it's in the shade B402. You guys know I never know the name of this, but this is what it looks like. It is just a pretty blush. Every time I see it, y'all, like, it literally makes me happy. And I do have a little bit of it on my face today. Y'all can tell it adds a little bit of something to the skin, but it's not too much. It's just like the perfect amount of orange in here. And once I swatch it on my skin, y'all can just tell it's a very nice orange. I just think it's so pretty. It is a little bit intense when you do swatch it, but if you use a light hand, you'll be fine. And the next one I do have is the Sephora Colorful Hot Flush Blush. I can never say that correctly. Hot Flush Hot Flush Blush, you guys. I am struggling so much. I don't know why, but this is what it looks like in the packaging. It does have a little bit of shimmer in it, but at the same time, I don't put it all over my cheeks. I just use it as a blush topper. That way it's not too intense. So this is what it looks like on the skin. It is a little bit lighter than the Makeup Forever blush, but at the same time, it is very pretty on the skin. So if you do have darker skin tone, I don't know what you're waiting for. Pick these up because they're so pretty. So I think I'm going to save all the glowy products for last because I do want to talk about the highlighters and whatnot a little bit later on. But the first one I do want to talk about is the Henriksen Sea Rush Brightening Gel Cream. I know it's just a moisturizer, but y'all, like, once you put this on your skin, it is so glowy and nice. And let me wipe the back of my hand because I put everything on this hand today and show you guys what it looks like. So this is what it looks like in the packaging, of course, but once you put it on your skin and blend it out, it is just so glowy and nice. It does moisturize your skin really well. If you do have oily skin, I will use this at night because it's a little bit too glowy for me. But if you do have dry skin, I highly recommend this because your skin, y'all, like, it will be glowing all the time. So I really do like this right here. And for Fenty, I do have the Fenty Beauty Gloss Balm, and I'm sure I don't need to say too much about this because y'all know when you put it on your lips, it looks so just juicy and just moisturized and whatnot. And instead of talking about it, let me show y'all what it looks like on my lips because they're a little bit dry right now. But once you put it on your lips, it is just so juicy and nice. And I just love the way it looks on the lips. And the best part is it's not sticky at all. it's just a very nice gloss, and I love that because most glosses out there nowadays a little bit too sticky for the lips, and I don't like that. But this formula is absolutely perfect. Alright, so moving on to the fun part. These are other products that make my skin glow like no other, and I do have a bunch in front of me. I don't know where to start, but I will start with the loose highlighters, and I do have 3, of course, because y'all know I'm extra, so I have to go ahead and pull all these out. So the 3 that I do have is the Artist Couture highlighter in the shade Conceited, and I do have the Wet n Wild Hustle and Glow highlighter, which I do have on my skin today, and I don't have to say too much about that. And I do have the Nubia loose highlighter from Juvia's Place. So let me quickly swatch these for you guys because you do need to see what they look like on the skin. So these are all the 3 swatch on my skin, and the first one is the Wet n Wild Hustle and Glow highlighter. The next one is the Artist Couture Conceited highlighter, and the last one is the Nubia's Place Nubia highlighter from Juvia's Place. So these are all 3 on my skin, and you guys, like, I honestly use this every single day. I always go between these 3 because the way they blend on the skin is just so beautiful. They honestly look so wet on the skin, and I just love that look. And the 2 that I do have, the Wet n Wild and also the Juvia's Place highlighter, these are affordable, so you don't need to spend too much of your money. So moving on to stick highlighters, I do have the Tarte Spotlight highlighter, and honestly I used to use this all the time on my channel, but I completely forgot about it. But if you're looking for that wet skin, like that wet skin when it comes to highlighter, I highly recommend this because it just gives you that look. So this is what it looks like on the skin. It's very flattering on a lot of skin tones out there. It's a very nice champagne color, and once you put this on your skin and put a loose highlighter on top, actually let me show y'all really quickly. Once you put the loose highlighter on top, it just takes it to a whole nother level. And this is what it looks like on the skin with the highlighter mixed together, and y'all can just tell it looks so wet and just so glowy. And when it comes to Tarte, I don't use a lot of their products, and I feel like a lot of people don't talk about this, but when it comes to a stick highlighter, I highly recommend this because it doesn't tug on your skin. It blends so well on the skin, and it's just bomb. So I don't know, go pick it up. So these last 2 products are like my baby when it comes to that glowy skin, like your actual skin. These are just bomb, y'all, honestly. And the first one is the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Body Mist, which is a sunscreen, and it's 100+. I was actually watching Tarte's video, and he said when you spray this all over your skin, you literally glow like no other. So I purposely wore the shirt for you guys to show you what it looks like on the skin, and I don't know if y'all are ready. So this is what it looks like on the skin once you spray it, and y'all can just tell it is so glowy. And the best part is it's so cheap and affordable because a lot of the body oils are coming out lately, and honestly those are like $45, and this was about $10. So save your money. You don't need that expensive stuff, and this is what it looks like on the skin. And the best part is it has sunscreen in it, so you're also protecting your skin at the same time. And the very last product is a Patrick Ta for Face Major Glow Highlighting Mist, and I did get it in the shade We Need Her. Now, when I first got this, I really didn't like it because I was spraying it on my face and it wasn't working for me at all. But I noticed that you have to shake it really well, and for my face, I don't spray it directly. I spray it on my sponge and then I press it onto my skin, and once I do that, it gives me like that wet look that I'm always looking for. But I also want to show you guys one thing because I've been spraying it on my collarbones right here, and I can show y'all what it looks like once you spray it on, and it adds like this gold effect to it, if y'all can see it on camera. But it is just so pretty on the skin. I was low-key choking for a second, but let me show y'all what it looks like on the face. So I spray it onto my sponge just a little bit, and I kind of just dab it onto the skin, and hopefully y'all can see that. But look how like my highlighter just looks a lot more glowy than before, but it also looks very wet at the same time. So these 2 products, y'all, if there's anything you need that I talk about today, these 2, that's all I have to say. Okay, so those were all the products I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about. I do hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know down below what else you love to use in the summertime, because I feel like I missed a couple items, but these were like the major ones that I use all the time. So with that being said, I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, me way out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.